Brantford Real Estate Market is doing some very different things depending on what part of the market you're looking at. I can't accurately answer the question, hey Matt, how's the market doing, without knowing what part you're talking about. Case in point, shout out to my boy Andre 3000, because what's cooler than being cool? The condo market. It's ice cold. We have 6 months worth of inventory right now, and months of inventory is a great stat to look at when you're trying to figure out how hot or how cold a certain segment of the market is. If we had 60 listings out there in Brantford right now, and 10 of them sold within the last 30 days, 60 divided by 10 would give us 6, so that means 6 months worth of inventory. That's definitely a buyer's market. Now, the buildings I have listed here have the majority of the condo listings, and the 79 active condo listings we have represent almost 20% of the total inventory we have here in Brantford. Part of the reason why a lot of the condos are sitting for longer than normal is because with a lot more inventory out there, there's a lot more detached homes out there at entry level prices. So instead of the condos being the entry level options, some detached homes are starting to eat that market share up for first-time home buyers. So it'll be an interesting watch to see where these prices end up by the end of the year. Following suit, our townhomes are over 600,000, are also in and around that 6 months worth of inventory mark. There's 37 active listings above 600,000 for townhomes, but there's lots of options under that 600,000 mark. So if you have your eye on a particular townhome priced over 600,000, check and see what the days on market are. There might be a motivated seller that's willing to take a discount off their list price in order for you to have a deal. Now, our detached homes over 1 million, it's in another stratosphere. There's 13 months worth of inventory out there right now, and it's just, things are just not moving. A lot of it has to do with buyer affordability, and anything over $1 million in order to get a conventional mortgage, you're going to need 20% down. So with all these active listings, especially in West Brant, we are seeing a very frozen market between 800,000 and $1 million, and definitely anything over $1 million plus. You can see there's been 55 of the $1 million plus properties that have been sitting on the market over 30 days. Now, West Brant does have a lot of the new builds. They have a larger square footage. This is why they're commanding a larger price point, but at some point that price versus patience strategy is going to have to be changed a bit. If you're looking for a particular price to happen, then you're going to have to be patient. However, if you're losing patience, you're going to have to lose that $1 million price tag. I'm assuming a lot of these are going to come off the market and maybe try again next year. Some of these houses definitely do have to sell, so there could be, room for improvement on that price a bit when you're trying to negotiate a deal. It's not all doom and gloom though, because we do actually have a piping hot segment of the market, and that's anything under 600,000. This is where most of the buyer activity is happening. We're seeing a lot of turnover, a lot of sales happening within that 30-day mark, and this is where most of the competition will be. Now, I'm not saying the houses in the other price ranges we talked about aren't selling. I'm just saying that these ones are selling faster. There are homes that are within the higher price points that are the A-plus homes, the immaculate, modern, show ready, ready to rock. Those ones should fly out the door, but their buyer pool is a lot smaller than the buyer pool that's available for the under $600,000 range. So if you're shopping, if you're a buyer and you're shopping within that range, or if you're a seller that has a home that would fall in this range, expect very high activity and a lot faster pace to that segment of the market. So depending on what part of the market you're shopping in as a buyer or trying to sell in as a seller, or could be selling, this information is very useful because it sets expectations accordingly. As a buyer, you know where to hunt for the deals if you're looking for those type of properties, or to expect competition if you're in that hot range under 600,000. As a seller going in, if you don't even have a sign on the lawn yet, it could give you an opportunity to assess and see whether or not right now is the right time. Different motivations for different sellers, of course. And also, if you were planning on putting that price tag up over that $1 million mark, if you got the patience for it, it will eventually sell as long as it's marketed right. My name is Matt Allman. I'm a real estate agent here in Brantford, Ontario. And if you want to talk more about what segment of the Brantford real estate market interests you the most, hit up the comments below or shoot me a direct message and we can chat. Happy house hunting, y'all.